Good morning, my dear student. I think we all thorough in golden rules, capital and revenue transaction, and accounting cycle. Today we are going to see about the chapter called the ratio related to max, and it will helpful for CA foundation and CMA foundation student. Now we can go for the chapter ratio. Ratio. What is ratio? Is a comparison between the two or more quantities of same kind by the division. I will explain about the ratio. It's a two or more quantities of a same kind. Two or more quantities of a same kind by a division. It is called a ratio. What is quantities? Anyone knows? Quantity is nothing but measure size, weight, etc. This all denotes the quantities and ratios. A is to B. This is called the ratio term. A is to B. A is to B is called the term of ratio. What is called the A? In the ratio, it is called the antecedent. What is called the A? It's antecedent, and B is called the consequent. It is called the term. In the ratio, they used to say this is a term. What it says, two or more quantities of the same kind by a division. It's called the ratio. What is quantities? Quantities nothing but the measure, size, weight. This goes on. And in ratio, A is to B. A is nothing but the term, and B is nothing but the term. And the first term in the ratio they used to say antecedent, and second term they used to say consequent. In ratio, A is to B, they used to say A divided by B. This kind of by a division. See, it's kind of division. A by B. For example, three is to 5. Which is the antecedent, my dear student. This is called the antecedent, and this is called consequent. This is called first term, and this is called second term. And in ratio they used to say 3 by it's equal to 3 by 5. And everyone understood what is this? And 3 by 5. Please note down this. This both the term can be multiple and divisible by the same unit. For example, 16 is to 12. Okay. How can you define it? 4 3s are 12. These two are common. So what is the ratio? This will be goes out. The ratio is 4 is to 3. Are you clear on this? Ratios exist between quantities of same kind. What is same kind? Quantities should be in same kind. For example, the question should be in kilograms or in weight. This should be in this way the question should be asked. Suppose they ask the question, can you find the ratio of number of students in the school and compare the ratio of salaries of teacher? Can you compare this? That is not a proper comparison. This is a good comparison. When you compare same student, Or you can for example of same quantity means you can compare the number of student, compare or number of student and the number of girl students. This is the comparison. Can you guess it? Can you identify? The value should be in kg or weight or in height. It should be in everything same. It should not be differ. The example, I think that you are clear. We can go with the sums. Note down the sums. Ratios between 150 grams and 2 kg. And second sum is ratios between 25 minutes and 45 seconds. See, everything want to be the same. Here it given us grams. Here it is a kg. So we have to convert kg into gram. So okay, 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. I think you can't see. 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. So when we come converting this 2 kg, 2000 grams. This is 150 grams. So what it is? The same. Everything is gram. It's called the first term and this is second term. And this is an antecedent and it is consequent. And the ratio will be, for example, if A is to B, if it is A is to B, what you will write? A divided by B. It's a divisional. So same way, 150 divided by 2000. What you will get? 0 0 cancel. 5 table. 3 times 4 0. So ratio is 3:40. Can you understand this sum? The next question. Ratios between 25 minutes and 45 seconds. Minutes. See? And it's a 45 seconds. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Okay? So you have to convert this, not converting this, because it is in second. So 25 into 60 you have to convert, because you have to convert into same. So what you will get? 25 into 6. 6 5 are 30. 6 2 is 12. 12 plus 3 15. 1500. 1500 seconds is to 45 seconds. So A is to B. What do you write? A divided by B. So 1500 divided by 45. So get the answer. Can anyone? Okay. If it goes in 5 table, 300 9 times. 3 table, 310. It is 100. Sorry. It is 100. 100 is to 3. I think you all copied and we can. So next one is if a quantity increase or decrease in the ratio, the quantity increase or decrease in the ratio A is to B, the new quantity is equal to B of the original quantity A. The ratio what we are going to specify is the quantity increase or decrease. The quantity increase or decrease. In the ratio A is to B, the new quantity is equal to B of the original quantity A. the fraction by which a original quantity is multiple to get the new quantity is called the factor multiplying ratio. So what we are going to see in the example. Ravi weight is 56 kg. He reduced his weight in the ratio of 7:6. Find the new weight. Say if the quantity is increased or decreased in the ratio, he is reducing his weight. Ravi weight is 57.7 kg. He reduce his weight in the ratio 7:6. Find the new ratio. What is the theory? What we learned is if the quantity increase or decrease in the ratio A is to B, the new quantity is equal to B of the original quantity A. Then again, the fraction by which the original quantity is multiplied. See, multiple to get the new quantity is called the factor multiplying ratio. That's what you want to see in this example. Please copy this solution. Ravi weight is 26.7 kg. And he reduced the weight in the ratio of reduced in the ratio of 7:6. Ravi weight is 56.7 kg and is reduced in the ratio of 7:6. What is the concept? A is to B, the new quantity is equal to B of the original quantity. See, A, B, the B of the original quantity. So what we are going to do is 56.7 divided is equal to 7. When we multiplying a 6 into 56.7, we will get 340.2 is equal to 7. Okay, then 340.2 divided by 7 will get 48.6. This is the answer. I think that you all clear in the ratio. Then we can go to the inverse ratio. What is inverse ratio? One ratio is the inverse of another if their product is 1. One ratio if the inverse of other, the product is 1. For example, A is to B. A is to B. Inverse ratio will be B is to A. This is the inverse ratio. Can you understand it? Types of ratio: duplicate ratio, subduplicate ratio, duplicate ratio and subduplicate ratio. What is ratio format? A is to B. A is to B. Duplicate ratio is 2. A square into B square. Example: 2 is to 4, 2 is to 3. So 2 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9. This is example for duplicate ratio. Triplicate ratio. Ratios A is to B. So you will get A cube is to B cube. Why cube means it's a triplicate. So if you give a 2 is to 3, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. 3 3 is 9, 9 3 is 27. This is the example for duplicate ratio. Duplicate ratio. A is to B, they will identify as square root of A is to square root of B. In subduplicate ratio, the ratio is B, A is to B. Subduplicate, cube square root of A ratio 3 square root of B. Can you clearly mention it? Can you clearly say this? Square root of A is to square root of B is subduplicate ratio, and the subduplicate ratio is 3 square root of A ratio is to 3 square root of B. Example of duplicate ratio: 4 is to 9. Square root of 4 is to square root of 9. So you get 2 is to 3. You can break it 2 square, when square root comes out 1 by 2. So you will get 2 to cancel, get 2. In same way 9 can be defined as 3 square, and square root goes out 1 by 2. So 2 to cancel, so 2 is to 3. Are you clear in this? And subtriplicate ratio: 8 is to 27. 3 square root of 8. 3 square root of 27. 2 cube. 3 2 cube into 3 square root of 8, 3 square root of 27. So 8 is 2 cube, 3 square root of 3, 27 is 3 cube. So when cube goes out, 2, 1 by 3, 3 power 3, 1 by 3. So 3 is cancelled, you will get 2 is to 3. Three cancel, get 2 is to 3. We are going to see about a compound ratio and continuum ratio. Compound ratio is nothing but the mixed ratio. Mixed ratio. For example, A is to B is to C is to D. It's mixing. You will write that A C is equal to B D. This is called a compound ratio. What is continued ratio? It is a pity. A continued ratio is a relation or a comparison between the magnitude of 3 or more quantities of the same kind. For example, A is to B is to C. You can A comma B comma C. You can write as A is to B is to C. This is the continued ratio. I think you all understand about the type of ratio. And we can see the one sum. Example for continued ratio: 200 is to 400 to 600. What you can write? 2 is to 4 is to 6. There's the 3 similar quantities. When it goes, you get a 3 similar quantities. 2 is to 4 is to 8. You can also write 1 is to 2 is to 3. Did everyone understand what is continued ratio? This is the final sum of the ratio. The questions are: the monthly income of A and B are in the ratio of 4 is to 5, and the monthly expenditure are in the ratio of 7 is to 9. If each saves a 50 per month, find the monthly income. say 4:5 is the income and expenditure is 7:9, and their savings is 50 per month. As per account student, what they will do is savings is equal to income minus expenditure, income minus expense. This was the done by account student. Am I correct? Savings equal to income minus expenses. Okay. You can go to the sum. The income of A and B. Let the income of A and B, the income of A and B will be 4x and 5x, and let the expenditure of A and B is 7y and 9y, and this savings is 50 per month. So the equation will be 4x minus 7y is equal to 50, first equation 1, and second equation 5x minus 9y is equal to 50, equation 2. Copy this, I won't write. Then the income of A and B is 4x is to 5x, and the expenditure of A and B will be 7y is to 9y. Saving of both 50. So equation number 1, 4x minus 7y is equal to 50, and the 5x minus 9y is equal to 50. By solving the equation 1, 2, one and 2, so by solving this two equation, by multiplying 9 in equation 1 and multiplying 7 in equation 2, so you will get 9 4s are 36x minus 9 7s are 63y is equal to 9 5s are 45, 450, and 7 in equation 2, 7 5s are 35x is minus 9 7s are 63, y is equal to 7 5s are 35, 350. So when we solve this, we will get x is equal to 100. We have found x is equal to 100. So x is equal to 100. So 4x, 4 into 100, 400, and the 5x, 5 into 100, 500. Then the each sells 50 per month. Find their monthly income. Monthly income will be 400 is to 500. Copy this. That is one concept. One more concept. That is done by the upper student. It is a math student. How they will be solved. Let income of A and B will be 4x and 5x. Expenditure of A and B will be 7y and 9y. Savings will be 50. So what will be at 4x minus 50, 5x minus 50 is equal to 7/9. When you cross multiply, you will get an answer. 9 4s are 36x minus 9 5s are 45. 7 5s are 35. X minus 7 5s are 350. It's a divide. So when it goes to 36 minus 35, x is equal to 450 minus 350. You will get x is equal to 100. So we got the x is equal to 100. So 4x x 100. So 400. And 5x 5 into 100. 500. So the income will be 400 is to 500 for A and B. Are you clear on this sum? Copy this. I think you understand about the ratios, and thank you. And this is my contact number, and I am in Pondicherry, and I have channel in the Telegram. You can take a partnership and LLB, which is in PDF, which will be helpful for a CMA inter student for coming exam. Thank you.